All right, we have all been there, right? You're facing a challenge that just feels impossible, where all your usual tricks just aren't cutting it. Well, today we're going to explore a structured way to break right through those walls using what's called creative and innovative problem solving. You know that feeling? I mean, you really know it. You're just staring at a problem, maybe you've been banging your head against it for hours, maybe even days. You've tried everything you can possibly think of and nothing. You've hit a complete dead end. It is so frustrating, and it can really feel like there's just no way forward. And this is the moment that really matters. It's that point where your go-to answers, the tried and true methods you always fall back on, just fall completely flat. And look, it's not that your solutions are bad. It's that the problem itself, it's demanding something new, a different angle that you just haven't considered yet. So here's the big secret. The answer isn't to work harder using the same old tools. It's about fundamentally shifting your entire perspective. It's about adopting a brand new mindset and, believe it or not, using a structured process to get you there. And that's exactly where this concept comes in. Creative and innovative problem solving. It's not some kind of mystical art form. It's a skill you can learn. It's a structured approach packed with specific techniques that are designed to help you come up with solutions you would never have thought of otherwise. So I want you to think of this as getting a brand new toolkit, but for your mind. We're not just going to talk about vague ideas today. Nope. We're going to unpack 3 specific, super practical tools that you can start using pretty much right away. And here they are. First up, we've got the problem checklist, which is all about figuring out what you're really up against. Second, there's a technique called Go Wild, perfect for generating a ton of new ideas. And third, we've got the 5 whys, which helps you dig down to the real root of the issue. So let's take a look at each one. Okay, before you can even think about finding a creative solution, you have to be absolutely crystal clear on what the problem actually is. It is so easy to just jump to conclusions. Like, are your sales down because the marketing is bad, or is something wrong with the product? See, if you try to solve the wrong issue, you're just wasting your time. This first step is all about making sure that doesn't happen. And our first tool is perfect for this. The problem checklist kind of forces you to slow down and really analyze the challenge from every angle. You ask yourself questions like, what are the actual constraints here? Who are all the people involved? Not just the obvious ones. And what does a win actually look like in real measurable terms? This whole process makes sure you're aiming at the right target right from the get-go. Okay, so once you've really nailed down the problem, it is time to open the floodgates. This is the really fun part, where we switch from that analytical, critical thinking to just pure creative brainstorming. And this brings us to tool number 2, a technique called Go Wild. Now, the core idea here is simple, but it is so powerful. The goal is quantity, not quality. At this stage, you turn off all judgment. No idea is too silly, too impractical, or too weird. The whole point is just to get as many options on the table as you possibly can. Because real innovation, it's often hiding in those unexpected, wild ideas that our inner critic would normally just shut down. Let's move on to our final tool. You see, sometimes the problem you think you're solving is actually just a symptom of a much, much deeper issue. To create a solution that actually lasts, you have to be willing to dig deeper. And that is exactly what our third tool, the 5 whys, is all about. It's a beautifully simple but incredibly effective diagnostic tool. You just state the problem, let's say the car won't start, and then you just keep asking why. So, why won't it start? Well, the battery is dead. Okay, but why is the battery dead? The alternator isn't working. Why? The alternator belt broke. You see? By the time you get to that 5th why, you've gone way past the surface level stuff and found the actual root cause. So, this all sounds great in theory, right? But where do we actually use it? I mean, is this just for some corporate brainstorming session, or does it have real, practical, everyday value? The source material is super clear on this. The entire reason for learning these techniques is so you can apply them directly to concrete, work-related problems. This is all about driving real results in your professional life. So let's be absolutely clear. This toolkit is designed for action. It's for tackling that tricky project you have at work, for figuring out a process bottleneck, or for innovating on a new product. These are tools you use in the trenches. So how do you get good at this stuff? Well, the best way to learn is by doing. Seriously, take a real-world, work-related problem you're dealing with right now and run it through this exact process. Treat it like a case study. That is how you bridge that gap between just knowing the theory and actually having the skill. So there you have it, a simple 3-part toolkit to help you look at problems in a completely new way. The only question left is, what challenge are you facing right now that could use a little dose of creativity? What problem are you going to solve first?